Yo guys, in this video I'm going to be going over the best budget gaming PCs for Fortnite. In other words, I will be going over the best price to performance PCs for Fortnite Battle Royale. For those of you guys who did not know already, the game Fortnite is getting harder to run by the season. We are currently on Chapter 2 Season 5, and with the current engine of Fortnite and just the overall state of the game, it's almost impossible to play with just a standard PC. So how exactly is this video going to work, you may be wondering? I have done tons of research over the past years on what PCs are good and not to buy, and the reason why exactly I am making this video is because a lot of people end up spending so much money on a PC that doesn't even perform well, or other people spend just a decent amount on their PC, but they could get a way better deal for the amount of money they spent. So in this video guys, I will be listing the best PCs that money can buy right now, especially for the needs of Fortnite. But right before I show you guys the best budget gaming PC on the market, I would kindly ask if you could like the video and subscribe to my channel if it helps you later on the video. I'm obviously not going to just say subscribe to my channel now, you guys have to. It's always optional, and one thing I would love for you guys to bear in mind is that just a simple subscription only takes 2 seconds out of your day and really does make my day. Who knows, I could be doing this full time. But anyways guys, let's get right onto the first PC. Alright guys, so one thing I want everyone to bear in mind when buying a PC, maybe now or in future, the last thing you guys want to be prioritizing is things like RGB, which for those of you guys do not know, RGB is just red, green and blue colors. In other words, it's just like having additional RGB accessories. It's just like having an LED light strip, or maybe just like a colorful case fan. All these things that you guys see, the companies like to advertise a lot on their PCs. Please do not get fooled by them guys. It is not always the best option to go ahead and buy something that looks nice and shiny. And just because they might have a fancy graphics card to back up their point of the PC being good, the truth is guys, they probably have some knockoff motherboard that probably doesn't even work correctly, and the RAM is most probably DDR3 with like really bad speed. So guys, please do not get fooled for them, mark my word on this. But moving on guys, this is the first PC I would like to be showing you. So right here guys is a website I found by the name ord-it, and somebody I actually do know told me about this website. Now he did buy his PC and he did get it shipped to him, so guys trust me, I wouldn't be giving you some scammy website. I've seen this PC and it is really good, so it is possible of course for you guys to have this shipped to your door. But the specs of this system is that this has an Asus Prime B450M-K. Sorry if I said Asus wrong, please leave me a comment down below just saying if it's option 1 or 2, 1 being Asus and 2 being Asus. The CPU is a Ryzen 5 2600X, which has a 4.25 GHz clock speed and runs at 6 cores, so you will be able to use multi-thread rendering on games like Fortnite, which basically just boosts your FPS and just gives you that better feeling, at least most of the time. For the graphics card, this has an RX 580, and now this is a really controversial graphics card. A lot of people think Radeon have the worst graphics card. Mark my word on this, that is absolute bogus, that is bamboozle mate. The RX 580 is a really good graphics card guys, especially for the price you're paying. It does deliver really well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but when I saw the benchmarks, this was actually really not far off from like the 1650 Nvidia graphics card or like a 1060 6GB. They're around like the same in terms of your FPS. That is just using the exact same specs for everything. This runs on a 240GB SSD, but you can always add a 1TB hard drive. Now guys, if I were to buy this first PC, I would definitely add the terabyte hard drive for an extra £35. The reason being is because 240GB is enough to download your games. When it comes to things like video editing or just anything you want to do in future, maybe if that's just to download a lot of applications, you're most probably not going to have it all fit in 240GB. So here's just a closer look at the PC. So I hope you did enjoy that guys. We're going to be moving on to the next gaming PC. Alright guys, so for this second PC, this is for people who are on a little bit of a more budget, I should say. This PC goes for £469. This has an AMD Ryzen 3 2300X, which has 4 GHz, but it is a quad-core processor. The graphics card is a GTX 1650, so this should be able to solve your needs. And it is of course 8 GB of RAM, but it is DDR4 and has a decent amount of speed. Another great thing about this guys is that you do actually have a 240GB SSD, and you can always make this cheaper by going for a hard drive instead. Personally guys, I would definitely get an SSD simply because how much faster they just are. Like I thought the only difference would be my game just opening quicker, but ever since I switched from my hard drive to my SSD when I play Fortnite, just a lot has just changed, and it's so hard to explain. And what I mean by that is things just feel quicker. like getting in games, just all these things, and it comes with just such a small price difference. We'll be moving on to the next PC. Here's just a closer look of how this one looks. Alright guys, so for this PC, this is going to be for people with a little bit more money to spend. Now guys, I know I've been focusing a lot on like going for budget and like good for the price at the same time. Unfortunately guys, once you get to that price pool of like 300 and 200 pounds, I'd much rather just get a console. And if you want to get a PC that badly, I just suggest building one and not going for a pre-built if you have a 300 budget or less. Now moving on to people who have about 600 pounds to spend, you guys want to be going for this PC right here. It is by CyberPower and it is a decent PC for its price. Now obviously you might be able to get stuff better for the price, but this is just a really good one I found. It should be able to deliver a solid frame rate in Fortnite. My predictions would be about 230 to 240 FPS with low settings. I have a PC just like this, similar specs. My one has a SSD and just a few more things. It should be able to comfortably run Fortnite. I'd say somewhere around 200 FPS. So guys, that is going to be the end of the video. I hope you did learn something new, or at least are planning on buying one of these PCs. Now, if you guys did remember at the start of the video, I did say if this video helps you in any way, please subscribe. And you know, why not subscribe guys? Make sure you also turn on those noties while you're at it. And considering I just have a few more seconds to just plug myself real quick, please use supporter creator code JoesHD in the Fortnite item shop, and trust me, it really does help me out so much. If you send me proof on my Twitter at HDJoes, I will be giving you a shout out and probably a retweet. So yeah guys, hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.
To the back, then I lane switch. Stop talking like you wish you ain't got